Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Dre Max Show live early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. You already know what it is. We're about to get into it. Is cinema dead? Is the question. And I'm going to do a reaction to a article from Tech Radar about Guardians of the Galaxy and saying that that was the end of cinema itself. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk a little bit about it and everything. You know what it is, and I'm going to give you some updates on Jamie Foxx too, which is amazing, and I'm happy that Jamie is doing well and everything. But you already know what it is. You already know what you came for. The real question is. All right. I'm going to get to some of the comments here soon. Hopefully, again, everybody's happy, everybody is healthy, as my man Heavy Gant would say. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant channel. That is my partner. So if you don't know who Heavy Gant is Heavy Gant, Gantt. Does a lot of different topics, social commentary and everything. So if you want to check him out, make sure to check out the Heavy Gant channel over on YouTube. That is my guy. Let me turn this. Good Lord, I forgot how loud this is in the morning. Let me turn it down a little or something right here, because we ain't trying to kick it up in this morning. I ain't trying to dance. But you know, it's just it's a good day. It is Tuesday. And I got some rest. I am like very well rested. I have slept almost all day. And the cool thing is, the Mario Brothers just dropped on Vudu, Prime, wherever you get your digital content from. So the Super Mario Brothers is available right now to rent or to be able to buy. You know what I'm saying, with your family and stuff like that, to be able to watch movies at home if you didn't catch it. $1 billion movie. Link, the Adventures of Link, new video game for Switch just dropped, and people are talking about, man, that's the next project Nintendo needs to do, is a Legend of Zelda, movie. And the way that the reception is for the new Link game, the new Legends of Zelda game, is, man, that might be a hit. Another banger for Nintendo. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't know what you guys think. You're looking forward to that. Make sure to put it in the comment section. Let me see who's all in the house this morning. Blues House, what's going on, man? What is going on? No, I don't think cinema is dead, but I'm going to share a couple of reports, especially from Tech Radar. And good morning to you. If you are checking out Blues House, BLU apostrophe S house. If you can't spell that after I just spelled it, do not go subscribe to that man's channel. There's plenty of other things that you need to go and explore besides that man's channel if you can't spell it after I did it. What's going on, bro? Mario Brothers. You already know, you got my stuff. Go watch the Mario Brothers. Good morning, Mika G. What is up? Before I get to some of the topics, let me have Dre with the 5 o'clock shadow tell you that what we got in store. Go ahead, Dre.
What's up? This your man Dre Mac. Want a chance to win a little bit of my money?
Got my money?
Well, all you got to do is like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. You know why? Because I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers.
Baby needs shoes. My wife needs clothes.
Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, if you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, you will actually have a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Nothing.
Again, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm giving away $100. Want a chance to win? All you got to do is do that. And I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully you're the winner.
Yeah, once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a live stream. In that live stream, who's ever in the chat will be eligible to win $100. So all you what I'm gonna do is whoever's in the chat, you chatting, we're gonna chat off or whatever. At the end of the chat, I'm gonna write down all the names that's in the chat and I'm gonna pull, you know what I'm saying, from a hat. You know what I mean? Who's ever in did some Dr. Seuss right there. And then that person will be eligible. That person will be the winner live on YouTube, and I will send them $100 gift card. So that's what we're doing right now. Let me get to this report on Jamie Foxx. Just because this is something that I wanted to talk about first before I go into the main topic. Is cinema really dead? So let me pull this up. And I finally got a workaround. Yay. I knew I was gonna figure it out. StreamYard, you guys are geniuses. But anyway, Jamie Foxx is reportedly recovering from medical complications at a facility in Chicago. Let me give you the latest of what's going on. Our brother Jamie Foxx, thank God that he is doing a lot better. I know his daughter said he was playing pickleball or whatever and chilling and recovering. So this is the latest. This came out actually yesterday when I was sleeping all day. All right, it's been more than 1 month since Jamie Foxx medical complication, and details about the actor's condition remain scarce. However, a new report suggests that the actor is working on physical rehabilitation following a lengthy hospitalization. TMZ obtained photos of Jamie's loved ones, including daughter Corinne Foxx, 29, and Annalise Bishop, 14, visiting him at an unnamed facility in Chicago. The city is home to several of the country's top physical medicines and rehabilitation centers. According to the U.S. News, TMZ quotes a source close to the Oscar-winning winner claiming that recovery is all well. A rep for the actor did not return Yahoo Entertainment's request for comment. It is unclear when Jamie Foxx arrived, but in an update last week, Corinne said her father has been out of the hospital for weeks. On April the 11th, the 55-year-old actor, 55-year-old back in action star, was hospitalized in Atlanta after an undisclosed medical emergency. It was widely reported he was still there more than 4 weeks later. Given the shroud of mystery concerning his condition, some of the publications speculated about his health. One report claimed loved ones were preparing for the worst, which caused Corinne to speak out on Friday. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks, recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and supports, she shared in an Instagram story. We have exciting work announcement coming next week too. Hours before TMZ reported surfaced on Monday, Fox announced that Jamie and Corinne will host We Are Family, a musical-centric game show set to premiere in 2024. The series will feature non-famous relatives of celebrities performing duets with their hidden famous families. Jamie immediately media work obligation had been canceled or postponed. Earlier this month, Fox announced that Cannon will host the 6th season of Beat Shazam while Fox recovers. Kelly Osbourne is taking over as the show's DJ for Corinne. Universal Pictures, meanwhile, moved back the release date of Jamie's film Strays from June 9th to August 18th. So that is the latest report on Jamie Foxx. I am very happy that our brother Jamie is doing well. He is recovering from whatever medical complication that was going on. People speculated that he had a stroke. It's been a lot, but personally, because Jamie is one of my favorite actors, I've said that plenty of times on this channel. He's one of my favorite comedians, favorite people to watch on film. Somebody that I studied as far as acting You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. One of my favorite films of all time is Any Given Sunday when he played Willie Beeman. So I am glad that he is recovering as well as he did. And again, my prayers still go out to him and his family. So what do you guys think? Oh, excuse me. What do you guys think about that? Put it in the comment section below and let me know what your thoughts on Jamie Foxx. All right. Is cinema really dead? This is a reaction and a review to a report from Tech Radar, and I kind of want to go over this because a lot of we just came from the pandemic. Just not that it feels like yesterday that we were locked up and we had to wear masks everywhere. We couldn't go places. I took my daughter to the doctor for her hearing test or whatever, and this is the first time I went into a hospital where I didn't have to put on a mask. You know what I mean? So I remember it wasn't that long ago. And I just remember how it was just going into the cinema, man. You just wanted to go watch a movie and you couldn't. You were stuck in the house, and that's where cinema at home and all of that came into. Streaming got really big. That's why right now the WAG and the Union for the Writers the Writers Guild of America is protesting because these people made a lot of money. Don't let these reports that Paramount, Disney, all of these people are losing so many subscribers and nobody's watching and all of that yada yada yada. Yeah, right. You ever heard of cooking the books? Right now, I feel like this, and this is just my own personal opinion. I'm not saying it's true or whatever. This is just my outlook on it. Yeah, I'm gonna report that if people are out here striking because we're not paying them what they're asking for as far as residuals from streaming sites. So I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I done lost 1.4 million subscribers last month. I can't afford to pay these writers. Why would you? That's the only way. You see, they didn't report this before the writers went on strike, but now all of a sudden, hey, we're losing subscribers every day. I can't support you. I can't support these particular writers. Matter of fact, we can have AI do it for us. So I don't know what to tell you. Now, with that being said, now you understand a little bit where the insight as far as the duality of what the writers is asking for and what the people behind these big corporations, the Disney Pluses, the Paramounts, and all of this stuff, while they're saying these particular things and leaking that information out to the trades. If they're losing subscribers, who are they going to? If Disney has lost 1.4 million subscribers, did they go to Netflix? Did they go to Paramount Plus? What is the next? Did they go to Max? Who did they go to? They're not going to stop watching content. They're not going to stop no matter how people feel, or they go on their platforms and just like mine, and we complain about how bad this particular show is and how much I don't like this or how much I don't like that. There's still people every day going into those sites watching their content, because what Disney still has is their library. Because the Little Mermaid is getting ready to come out, how much you want to bet the viewership of the old Little Mermaid has increased for that crowd? You know what I mean? So just to me, this is all tactics. This is all tactics to say, this is the reason why we can't justify your what you're asking for or whatever. And, we could just come to the table on some type of agreement, because still I need you guys to come in here and write these shows. But they don't want to pay these people what they're actually worth, even though these people are not going out of business at all. They're not buying up different companies, you know what I'm saying, if they were just broke or losing money or losing these people. Don't never fall for the banana and tailpipe on that. Trust me. These are all negotiation tactics so they don't have to pay nobody. I'm part of a UAW. Trust me, we see this all the time. You know what I mean? When you're part of a union and you see what the company tries to do to undercut your worth. You know what I mean? So always remember, never listen to the actual company that is trying not to pay the people that they're employing. Always listen to the employers because their demands are actually louder than what the company is actually saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, cinema, going to the movies isn't really dead. So let me share this here. Be just a second so I can share my screen real quick. And let's talk about this. Cinema is dead, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 final scene proves it. So this was posted a couple days ago, and I just so happened to run across it. I was like, you know what? Let's see that. Which is a Blue said, I be in them investor calls, bro, and I don't think they're cooking the books that much. Reporting things like that makes investors and stockholders walk. Are you talking about reporting that they're losing subscribers from their streaming platforms, or they're losing money, or they don't want to pay these people? Kind of put that in the chat real quick. Like seen all seen all the Quills and Cole cinematic adventures. It's not enough apparently. All right, so major spoilers major spoilers follow for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. You have been warned. All right, so let's get into this or whatever. And it said, if you haven't seen the latest Gunslinger Guardians of the Galaxy 3, you really want to, do turn back at the end of this paragraph. Nobody wants you to read the skip spoilers I'm about to share. But wait, before you leave, do yourself a favor, get yourself a Disney Plus trial stat if you haven't already got one, or grab one of the best Disney Plus deals. You're going to need it. Don't be like me trotting along to see the flick on opening night. Excited to immerse myself fully in the latest scraps and japes of Chris Pratt's prequels and his dysfunctional surrogate family since the last time I joined them all here in my local IMAX theater. So what it looks like is he's going to really hammer home how much, I don't know if he likes this movie or whatever, but we're going to see. The WGA strike, I agree with. Hopefully they'll work this out, because it's about to get ugly in a few months with no writers, just like in 2007. And it's funny because I was watching that episode of the Boondocks when they did the story of Catcher Freeman, and when Tobias wrote that script, he was like, and it's a writer's strike, nigga. So yeah, it's 2007 all over again. And plus with this the adaptation of AI writing your scripts. Matter of fact, I just downloaded an app not too long ago. It is called Captions, right? I didn't know Captions will literally on my phone write a script for me. If I was on my iPad, it would literally write up a script or a teleprompter for me on my iPad by AI. And all I got to do is list a couple of things that I want to put in there, and it'll automatically write it for me. So this AI thing is real. And me, I'm standing with the writers. You know what I mean? As a former actor, I'll always stand with the writers, because the writers, you know, it's like I said, you know, when I'm doing my the videos that I'm doing, you know, when I'm cutting them and I'm putting the captions to them, they can't even spell half of the things that I'm saying right. You know what I'm saying? Or it they don't understand. The AI doesn't understand how I write it or how I do it. And that's the big thing. You have writers who have that human emotion and capacity for different things that can be able to write a script way better than any AI can actually do, because the AI is coded by humans, and they're going to only do as much as the program allows them to do. But you need the writers to be able to write these scripts and write these scripts effectively. Pay the people. Pay these people. I mean, I get what you're saying, Blue, but these people make way too much. These corporations make way too much money. And like you said, in those boardrooms, you know, with the investors, their job is to make money and to make more money, to go on their yachts and space trips or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever they want to do, what rich folks do. But the people at the bottom, those are the people who are the lifeblood of this industry that makes it better. You know what I mean? So losing money and having to figure out the streaming war subscription method had a cap on it. You see now every streaming platform is incorporated some type of ad tier. Yeah. Yeah. But again, pay those people, pay your writers. I make more than a Hollywood writer. All I'm gonna tell you, I make more than a Hollywood writer, way more. Pay these people. I got a friend of mine who was a Hollywood writer named Charles Allen. Shout out to Charles Allen. And if Charles came to me and said, "Man, I'm leaving Hollywood because, man, I'm not making enough money because these people are not paying me," you know, and stuff like that, do you think I'm gonna stand with the man? Nah, man, you in Hollywood. You got to make it work. You write 8 scripts, send them to everybody. That's not the way it works. You can't go get overtime when you're a writer. I'm gonna stand with my brother. You know what I mean? Because these people need to be paid and be compensated truthfully. All right, to clarify, I've seen all the prior Guardians of the Galaxy movies on the big screen thanks to my limited cinema ticket. Been there, done that, watched them all. So that's the sole prerequisite of seeing Marvel's latest film outside of watching Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Thor Love and Thunder, right? Not quite. It turns out we all had an extra homework for this week. It is so pivotal, in fact, that if you haven't done so, you'll be more than a little confused and bemused by what plays out. The message from Disney is clear. Pay the TV streaming fee and bone up Marvel Cinematic Universe fans. Now, I'm going to say this. Hold on real quick, Blue. Everything, AI is real. That's why you have to get ahead of it now. It's a tool. Use it. The WGA strike should set a precedent for things going forward. All right, so with this last part, with the Disney Plus, you know, basically saying pony up for the Disney Plus series. I mean, if you're looking at the Guardians of the Galaxy latest movie, technically you didn't need to see the holiday special to be able to capture everything that is going on. Now, if you've seen the last Guardians films and stuff like that, you could be able to understand. Or if you've seen Infinity War or whatever, then you know that's understandable. But you didn't need to actually see the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special to understand this movie, and that's a testament to the writing of James Gunn. So I completely disagree with him on that point, because this technically is a standalone movie. Rico, let me down what they paying these people to not basically the average. Okay, so the average writer makes $65,000 a year, right? $65,000 a year. Plus they have to pay for their agents and their union dues, which roughly comes to about 40-something thousand. Me and you, Rico, both live in Cali. You can't survive off of $45,000 a year in Cali. You know that. I know that. You know what I mean? So they're not paying these people their worth. And with films, you can get residuals. With streaming, there's no residuals. Whoops. And that's what they're fighting for, is the residuals. You know what I'm saying? It's some type of major compensation because of streaming platforms. You know what I mean? So that's where they're at right now. But to go back to what he's saying in here, this is a standalone movie. If you don't know who a couple characters are from here and there, then honestly, just being honest, you know, you're kind of missing out on. I mean, if you don't know who a couple characters, you're not really missing out. These are, you know, set, you know, supporting characters. You know what I mean? Yeah, they broke out there. Yeah, it's sad. It is. It is sad. That's why it is so pivotal. You know that these people pay them. No, they need to pay the writers indeed. Some of the writers I know only make 99 cents a word. Sounds like a lie, but in peanuts as compared to the splits in a writer's room and unpaid oversight. Yeah, and they still have to split with other writers and different things like that in writers' rooms. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know, I wish I had my man Charles Allen here to actually talk about that too, because it's really bad. It's really bad. And like I said, especially in Cali, I mean New York too, because I mean I never lived in New York. I've been to New York. And or you said 99 cents a page. I got you. But you know, even in New York, you can't live off of $45,000 a year in New York. You know, you can't live off of $45,000 in Cali. I know damn well you can't live off of that in New York. You know what I mean? One of the reasons why I left California, dog. I mean, it was man, you can't. It's hard to. At the time I was living there, it was hard. That was 2003. Hard to live when you broke and you live in Compton and they want you to speak Spanish to work at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like, what can I do? You know what I mean? And at that time, you know, and at that time, I'm just being honest with you guys. I was like, why is there so many gangs and people out here that's just doing stuff? You know what I'm saying? Negroes hanging out on the street or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Dope, all of that. I mean, I'm in the heart. When I tell you, people, listening audience, I was not, I won't say I was in the heart of Compton, because Compton's Compton. You know what I mean? Compton's Compton. No matter where you at, you in Compton. You know, whether you on Compton Boulevard, you know, you in the trees, you in where I was at on Wilmington Avenue that was not too far from Imperial, going into South Central, you in the hood. That's all I'm saying. You are for El Segundo, whatever it is, you in the hood. And the biggest thing on that is that I was wondering, why is all these people just hanging out like this? Well, walking around there, it is so hard to find a job at that time. Now, gentrification and all of that. If you go watch that scene from Boys in the Hood, when Furious was talking to the neighborhood about gentrification, that literally happened in Compton. It is happening now. When I was there, wasn't no jobs for real. Now there's jobs all over the place. I had to literally go to Pasadena to go work. And I was on some pursuit of happiness type shit, selling a machine that creates a card for you like a discount card. Going to small businesses trying to sell this machine. That's how I end up getting into Hollywood for the entire day. I was hitting up agencies the entire time I'm supposed to be selling this product. Man, skip this product. Let me try to because I'm an actor. Let me try to get on. But this is the only way that I could get there. The only way that I can make it happen. Because people out there are broke. You know what I mean? And it took just and sometimes I wish that I got that one opportunity. I was doing music too, but I wish I was getting that one opportunity just for somebody to get me a job where it was adequate enough to even something. Just give me something. In that pursuit of happiness, it was literally, if I sold it, I got paid. If I didn't sell it, I was walking around just nothing. Was not getting anything. So I had to make it happen. And unfortunately, I couldn't make it crack. And I had to come back to Kansas City. You know what I mean? But if somebody would have gave me an opportunity, no telling where I would have been at. You know what I mean? But it's doggy dog like that. Just like New York, Miami, all these particular type of places where it cracks like that. Man, everybody's fighting for a piece of the pie. It wasn't and to my younger viewers, it wasn't no cell phone where you could be able to record yourself and do these skits and all of that. It wasn't none of that. YouTube was nowhere close to where it is right now. So you literally, it was who you know and how you get in there. Or who can you befriend to get into the door. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier now to be seen. That's why I'm saying, pay these people. because these people have worked hard to get where they're at. You know what I mean? It's hard out here. So I don't understand why. That's why I said, you know, and I get what you're saying, Blue, about investors, but I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because their job is to get paid. Put out basically what Dave Chappelle said about the pimp and his bottom. You think he made that metaphor in his special for nothing? It's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Iceberg Slim, you know, was going to get the money regardless. No matter how he sliced it, no matter how he made the person feel, and no matter how much he made his bottom B feel, he was going to get the money regardless. And everybody is in on it. He didn't say that for just no apparent reason whatsoever. So that's something that you have to kind of, you know what I'm saying, have to keep in mind. Yes. Had to crawl. First of all, had to go to El Segundo, go to the Kenneth Fall Plaza, take the Imperial all the way down to the City of Hope, take the foothill bus over took the 3 foothill buses just to get to Pasadena. Then for Pasadena, had to ride with somebody, ride with one of the homies or whatever, to go driving around to go find where we need to be at that day to sell this stupid product. You know what I'm saying? And in the meantime, I was working my mouthpiece to try to get on. You know what I mean? I only got one opportunity. So, you know, let's get back to this. My bad. I kind of went on a tangent, and I don't want to hold you guys up or whatever. So what's the problem? Take a trip down memory lane with me, reader, and you'll remember that there was a 44-minute Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that arrived on Disney Plus in November 2022. And if you haven't seen it, there's a few MCU debunkers who will knock you sideways, especially at the very end of the movie. That's not a good feeling for people like me, aka fans who decided that given the current cost of living crisis, and given that as a audio specialist, I'm already shelling out for all of the best music streaming services, something had to go, and that something was Disney Plus, i.e. one of the world's best streaming services. You hear that? Best streaming services. That's why I was like, you know, and I get it. What he's saying is he stopped because he'd rather listen to music than to watch his streaming shows on Disney Plus. But again, he knows it's one of the world's best streaming services because of their catalog alone. Even if you don't like the current crap, their catalog alone is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So look, I know Disney Premier Streaming is home to some of the best Disney Plus shows around. Hello, Mandalorian Season 3. You and your forefathers are going to be crucial to my enjoyment of Star Wars Ahsoka, aren't you? And that Doctor Strange particularly outcropped in the multiverses all over this kind of juxtaposition. WandaVision, I'm looking at you. However, this is the first time my lack of Disney at home has felt like a gut punch, and here's why. I want to hear his reason why. What did we read? I missed the Guardians of the Galaxy small screen special quite a bit, actually. Everyone's favorite cosmic superhero group has a new swanky ride called the Bowie. Groot looks totally buff, although that can be explained a way of owning to the passage of time, I'll grant you. And there's a new character called Cosmo the dog, voiced by Bodies, Maria Bakalova, a cosmonaut who speaks English through a widget in her suit, who has mad telekinesis ability. If he was paying attention to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, he'll see Cosmo the dog in the post-credit scene and in the collector's vault. So we can already tell that he wasn't paying attention to the actual movies. Oh, and Kevin Bacon, you know, everyone's favorite Footloose star and one of Quill's beloved Earth-based heroes. You may remember that Gamora died in Infinity War, and understandably, Peter was not happy about it. Come Endgame, Time Traveling Escapades 2, an alternate reality version of Gamora is now alive and well in the MCU, but she's also younger than before, and most importantly, doesn't know who Star-Lord is. Q Quill moping about the joy at the start of the holiday special. Then, to cheer him up, Drax and Mantis kidnap and give legendary hero Kevin Bacon to Quill as part of the holiday special festivities themed story, which was Christmas, and it was awesome. I did not know any of this, so imagine my surprise during the end credit crawl when a scrapbook collage image of Kevin Bacon appears alongside the rest of the cast. My internal monologue screams, "Why is Kevin Bacon's face there though?" My outer monologue quickly follows. Then, in the final scene, when Quill slurping cereal with his grandfather, this is after the Guardians disband, with Quill headed back to Earth to reunite with his old pops. That's actually his granddad. After their last meeting, Guardians won and complained about how their neighbor's 45-year-old son likes to watch him mow the lawn. The old man shakes out the morning paper. We're ripe for a teasing, folks. And there it is, a headline of the front page, alien abduction. Kevin Bacon tells all. As part of the movie's second post-credit scene and technically the final scene of Gunn's MCU career, I felt left out. I love Kevin Bacon, and hearing Quill's constant reference of the actor in Guardians of the Guardians movies was fun, inside joke. To know that he'd actually appear in the MCU at some point then was incredibly disappointing to me. That, despite my love for the bizarre and misfit fabulous quarter of the MCU too. That sounds like you should have been watching the show on Disney Plus. That's not the fault of the actual movie. And what Kevin Feige said when Disney Plus first came out, he said some of these things will be tied in to the larger scope of the MCU. We're going to a multiverse saga, so there's going to be a lot of things that's in Disney Plus that's going to tie into the larger scope of the MCU. It was said. So to be able to feel left out and disappointed and all of that is technically your fault. Because if you already knew that this was the larger scope of the MCU and you knew that Kevin Feige was going to continue to create content to build out a world, the same thing has happened in Star Wars and this thing is happening in the MCU. That is your fault. And James Gunn is going to take that same approach to the DCU when he's going to start making content for Max, just like he did with Peacemaker. So when you're watching these movies, there's a larger universe in store. Why? To keep you engaged, to keep you in the story so you can understand everything. Plus, keep you as a subscriber, especially if you're a fan. When I go and watch Flash, do you think I'm not going to watch and see what the larger scope of the DCU looks like after Flash? Yes, I am, because I'm invested. I didn't pay for HBO Max for nothing, or now Max. I came for the experience. And if you're not coming for the total experience, especially with a comic book movie, which, like comic books, are tied to a larger scale of the overarching arc of what the comic book publication is, you're missing out. And you probably don't want to be a part of this universe. That's all I got to say on that. Let's go. Let me keep going. I've been thinking about this all wrong. Disney knows as a cash cow, streaming is the future. I know. I'm looking at it all wrong. There's no point in getting all, I pay for this unlimited tickets at my movie theater. I shouldn't need to pay for Disney Plus too. When Disney knows the opposite is true. The bulk of its loyal global fan base, especially MCU fanatics, are starting to wait until Marvel films debut on Disney Plus before they watch them. Just look at Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Sucks. Thor 4, not good. And Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I'm going to tell you right now that MODOK is the greatest Avenger of all times. I don't care what you say, Blue. Great. He died an Avenger and didn't die a dick. You, sir, are a great Avenger. Find out when it comes to Disney Plus. And all of which didn't perform as well as expected at the box office. As proof of that, in short, why pay to go to the movies when Disney cares most about its captive streaming first audience? I can't help but feel then when my beloved cinema is dying, the post-pandemic world hadn't helped, with people still reticent to venture out to watch films on the big screen. But okay, let me just give a little pushback on this just for a second. So when it came to the Super Mario Brothers, where they at? Mario making $1 billion Didn't that come out on the cinema? Didn't people flood to watch this because the critics panned it so bad that people was like, I'm gonna go and watch it anyway. And come to find out, it's a really good family film. It's a really good film for kids. It's not hard to follow. You don't have to have a streaming service to follow what's going on. They just made a movie that's literally probably one of the most accurate movie besides The Last of Us. This is probably on film the most accurate movie adaptation of a video game franchise of all time. So I have pushback to that. I have legitimate pushback to that because, again, when you're looking at these films, how is that making $1 billion? But you're saying that the cinema is dying. Where is it dying? What about when Scream came out and people flooded the movies to go see the latest Scream flick? So where is it dying? Only is dying when you have to do extra stuff that you don't want to do. And that's watching these movies. Let me get to some of the comments real quick. On the bus, that's like 2 hours. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And probably even longer than that in the car because of the 110 and the the highway. All right, blue says, bro, I know. Yeah, I mean, my brother knows. My brother knows. So that means he hasn't watched the previous movies like he claimed he has. Exactly. This guy's argument is fraud. If he talked about tickets and concession prices, wait times, messiness of theaters, then I feel him. But complaining about the content, that's strong. Exactly. The new Haunted Mansion trailer, though, I haven't seen it. Derpy, thank you for well, you know, I might do that on tomorrow. You know, I might do that on tomorrow. Even though every time that I do something and I watch one of these trailers, that I have to go and put a claim in that this is me reacting to it. Thank you, movie studios. I'm glad I'm not getting paid by YouTube just yet, because good God, that's annoying. I can't help but feel then that my beloved cinema is dying. Post-pandemic, the world hasn't helped with people resonant to venture out and watch these films on the big screen. That's even more clear when you see people investing in one of the best TVs, best sound bars, other home entertainment paraphernalia that they could afford over lockdown. So yes, my love for my local Odin persists strong and true. And if only my two concerns, one, Guardians of the Galaxy, and two, attending my local theater as soon as the movie lands, paying a monthly fee for 44 minutes of crucial content that aids my understanding of this film franchise, and my enjoyment might seem like a little bit of a non-argument to some of you. At the time of writing, May 12th, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has taken in 365.6 million at the box office per Box Office Mojo. So plenty of us is going to go see it. Again, I think his argument, because this is Tech Radar, is to say, hey, the best experience is at home with this particular tech, not necessarily going to the movie. So I think he's grasping at straws, like my brother was saying. At the movies, though, there are no distractions. There's no beep from the washing machine. There's no neighbor shouting. There's no Amazon delivery for those living in the apartment above me, but they're not in, so I have to take it in. The cinema is my time, and I'm sad that Disney doesn't really get that, or if it does, it only needs me to pay for the MCU expanded suite of TV-based content as well. And I get it. The interconnectivity of the MCU means that if you don't keep pace with most Marvel TV shows, you will end up being confused when you watch the next MCU movies in the theater. I didn't get that. Just like at the Marvels, which arrives in November and requires you to have seen Deep Breath, Captain Marvel, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Shang-Chi, WandaVision, and Miss Marvel, the latter two being on Disney Plus series. Even so, there are people like me who can't afford Disney Plus subscriptions right now. We're the ones who will end up, oh no, wait a minute. You can afford it, you choose not to. I hate when people say, I can't afford that. No, you choose not to. You budget your life the way that you want to, and you chose not to put that particular service in your budget. It's not that you can't afford it, you just refuse to pay for it. But then turn around and buy the ticket and get mad that you can't follow suit on the movie when you know that this is a universe that they're building and Disney Plus is a part of that universe. Sir, you're just cheap. You want to listen to your music and all of that. You don't want to pay for the service, but I guarantee you, you probably pay as much as probably in Starbucks, coffee, cigarettes if you're a smoker, you know, burgers, going out to eat. Trust me, you can afford Disney Plus. You just don't want to. Even so, there are people like me who can't afford it. Yeah, right. A Disney Plus subscription right now. We're the ones who will end up missing out on key information about the MCU before we go and watch the movie series next film. No matter what side of the fence you sit on, that doesn't sit right with me. No, what doesn't sit right with me is that you haven't put this into your budget and you just refuse to pay for it. It has nothing to do with Disney Plus subscriptions, because you knew that when you got the first Disney Plus subscription, you knew that they were going to make content on Disney Plus that connects to the movies. You knew this is what Kevin Feige said before Disney Plus actually launched in 2018, right before the pandemic, and you knew that there was going to be some stuff that you're probably going to miss out on if you didn't subscribe to the service. So you, sir, are the problem, not Disney Plus and not the cinemas. Is cinema dead? Hell no. Because if it wasn't, in the opening, it's been a week or two since Guardians of the Galaxy came out, they wouldn't be close to 500 million globally. I think they're at 500 million globally right now. That's a half a billion, and probably climbing because the movie is good. I went to go take my kids to go see it on Saturday after their play, and the movie theater was packed. So that just tells me he just didn't want to pay for it. All right, for more movie-based coverage, find out how to watch Marvel movies in order. Alternatively, give the lowdown on Secret Invasion, which is next, and I can't wait for that to drop. And Loki Season 2 of the Marvel offers in 2023. All right. And that was from Becky Scarrott, senior audio staff writer. Trust me, she's been doing this for 22 years. There's no way in the world she broke and she can't afford it. She just refuses to pay for it. And that's cool. That's your bag. I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at you. But I guarantee you, take a coffee or two away, you can afford some Disney Plus. All right, it just dropped, and I will watch it on tomorrow. He acts like Reno didn't exist back in the day. Exactly. The option to wait has always been there. Make good movies, and people will flock to the cinemas, but not to see MODOK. MODOK is the greatest Avenger ever. He said, I don't want to die a dick. I want to die an Avenger. And damn it, Scott Lang provided that for him, and he died a freaking Avenger. Don't ever forget that, Blue. Don't you ever forget that. All right. If you can't afford it, then you can't afford it. That's not the cinema or the studio's fault. Both things are a luxury, and seem like it's a luxury that he can't afford or she can't afford. Yeah, absolutely. All right. What did you guys think about the article? Is cinema dead? Make sure you guys drop it in the comment section if you're watching this on the replay. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to never, ever miss one of my videos ever.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
You already know the wrap it up box. You got to wrap it up. All right. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday. And remember, MODOK is the greatest Avenger of all time. Where's my outro at? Oh, God.
If you came to this part of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, make sure that you follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.